How do you get better at articulating on camera? A lot of people are comfortable talking to other humans, but the minute you put a camera in front of them, our flow of communication starts to break. We freeze up and just feel like we're intimidated by this object. And I know this because I had my own struggles with speaking on camera. If you go back to my very first video, you'll notice that everything from my body language, tone to overall engagement value is just low. But now that I've gotten a little more familiar with speaking on camera by shooting and uploading hundreds of videos online, we've also helped train other people on how to articulate themselves more effectively on camera. So in this video, we're going to get into how to script your videos to have the best chance of articulating clearly, the process I use to speak on camera to make it less intimidating and easy, and how you can edit your videos to make it a strong final product. By the way, if you're new here, my name is Rudeep from Frantically Speaking. We release communications content regularly, so if that's your thing, hit subscribe. And if you want to take your communications learning to the next level, you can click the link in the description to check out our courses and see if we can work together. So the first thing we want to discuss is how to script your video properly to have the highest chance of clear articulation. The most common question I get asked is, do you want to script your video word for word or just write bullet points? I tend to use a mix of both. So what I'll do is I will take the first few sentences of my video and script them to the T. I will know exactly what words I have to say and in what order I have to say them in. The rest of the video, which is the body part, will be more bullet pointed. So if you go back to the beginning of this video, the first few lines I used, I have them scripted and I have a laptop put right over here with those words written out. So if I ever need to refer to it, I can just do that as well. And under that, I have the bullet points for everything I'm saying to you right now. And the reason I tend to do that is because when you get the beginning completely right and you know exactly what you're going to say, the rest of the video tends to fall in place, or at least has a higher chance of falling in place. And this is something known as the hook rule, that even if you're giving a presentation, you're giving an interview or having a conversation with somebody, if those first few sentences that come out of your mouth are correct in the sense that they're right for that moment at that time, it allows your mind to have those little mini communication victories so that it has more confidence moving forward. So the next time you have a video to shoot, try and script out the first few sentences and the rest of them keep as bullet points. It'll help you speed up your scripting process while helping you feel more confident on camera. Now, the process I use to record my videos is very simple. I have a lot of content to shoot. We have to shoot videos for YouTube, for short form videos for Instagram and Facebook. We have to shoot ads. We have to shoot content for our existing clients. We have to shoot our courses. We have to shoot internal training videos. All of it happens on different formats of video content itself. So it has to be a very simple process, which is why memorizing scripts becomes challenging to add into a simplified process. Instead, what I like to do is once I have the beginning part scripted out and I have the bullet points down, I don't even rehearse. I just tend to record the video, because as I'm recording it, if I make a mistake, I just stop and I try again. So for example, if I'm speaking now if you saw what happened there, I messed up, so I just restarted from that sentence again and continued. This happens a lot of times when I'm shooting a video. It happens and it happens multiple times within one video itself. This makes the shooting process a lot easier so that I don't have to rely on memorizing or sounding perfect. I can just restart whenever I mess up. So what I like to do is, as I said, I have my laptop right here with the entire script and the bullet points. So if I'm starting off and I'm not too familiar with what I'm going to say, if I'm finding that I'm blanking out way too often, I'll just look at one line, speak it to the camera, pause, look back, and repeat this process till the video is completed. So if you're creating videos to eventually make it into a business or for your existing business or work, you want to invest in some sort of professional audio equipment. There are different tiers to it in terms of how expensive it can get. We started off with a very cheap microphone. The audio quality frankly reflects on that. If you go back and see the older videos, it's not good. This is much better. But you can start off with a cheaper one to see how regular you are and then upgrade to a better one if required. Second thing is lighting. Lighting always needs to be on your face. If you have a light behind you or a window behind you with sunlight coming in, you want to shift that around because that will cause your face to become dark. So my window is right here behind the camera and I have a ring light situated right here which is blasting on my face to give more light. You don't necessarily need to buy a ring light, but although if you do, it's not that expensive on Amazon. But if you have good natural lighting, I don't have good natural lighting. I have it's just a window with a little bit of bleak sunlight coming in. If you have good sunlight coming in, you might not even need to buy a ring light. But that's it. Just keep two things in mind: your lighting and audio. With regard to recording the actual video, you can use your phone itself. If you bought a phone in the past 3 or 4 years, there's a good chance the camera quality is a lot lot better than a cheap camera, and you'll be a lot familiar with utilizing the settings on a phone camera itself. The final aspect is the edit. Now this is where the magic will happen. You can choose to edit the videos yourself if you like it, or you can hire an editor. I have had one editor with me for the longest time now. It makes this job a lot easier, and what he does is he will tend to take all those mistakes I made in the video when I'm speaking, and he'll stitch them up together. Along with that, he'll also make sure that the video is color corrected, in the sense that there are certain adjustments made to the contrast and brightness of the video to make it look a little more appealing. So this is what the video will look before the color correction is done, and this is what it'll look like after. Along with that, the editor will add some sort of text into the video, some B-roll, and some effects to make the video come across as packaged. Finally, if you're uploading it on, let's say, a YouTube, you'll need to create a nice title and thumbnail for it, which is a separate topic altogether. But that's how you have a strong final product at the end of it. So that's how you can script, record, and edit one strong video. But if you want to know how to take your video speaking skills to the next level, you'll need to understand some fundamentals of public speaking itself. And one of the core pillars of public speaking is voice modulation and tonality. You need to check out an entire video we've made on that topic right here.